And this session, like we are going to see about the industrial management, which is not a new concept. Obviously, it's like quite like a conventional concept. But what is new is we are going to see how this industrial management, there is no managing the operations, managing the each and every factors in the industry. Take any industry for that matter. So how it has evolved, that is no how it has changed from the olden days to these modern days. So that's what we are going to discuss. I'm not going to know like deal so much with like what are all the management principles and how to run an industry, and how to go with like each and every like aspect of the industry. No, I'm not going to know like deal more about it. So what we are going to discuss in this first session of industrial management is, so we are going to see the change which has happened in the industry. Take any industry for that matter. I'm not particularly specifying one such industry, but take any industry, whether it's no like a hotel industry or no like a medical industry, medicine industry, or healthcare industry, or tourism industry, say educational industry, any industry for that matter, like supply chain industry, shipping industry. So how the change has happened, how far no we have come from those olden days, no like till now. So what was the no like the path taken no by the top scholars in these industries, and no those who want like changes in the industry, like, so because of them what has happened, and know how the industry has like transformed from one like entity to some other like a new entity. So from factory floors to digital frontiers, that is how it has changed. So let's move on. First, we are going to deal about is the foundational concepts, because only if we can understand the foundational concepts, we will be getting an idea about what is the industry management all about. So it starts all with the Industrial Revolution. As we all know, in the late 1900s, so there was a tremendous transformation, no, in the industrial aspect. That is no like instead of no like handmade and hand manufactured, instead of no like the products. So industrial products, no, that is products which came out of machines, like which was processed through machines, no. So that came into life. So in late 1900s, industrialization was at its no like growing stage. And in the 1940s to 1970s, it was a peak. So sorry for the disruption. There was no like network issue, because there are heavy rains here, and because of that, no like there is no electricity. So that's the reason, no like uh, the connection was no like interrupted. So is my voice audible now? Yes.
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 Oh, okay, fine, fine. So right. So where we were, do you want me to know like start from the beginning, or I can just go with this slide?
No, you can continue, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's good. Okay. Okay, so we were discussing about the industrial revolution which happened in the late 1900s, and that was a starting point of no all the no like the management principles and concepts no which focused on the industry. So imagine a workplace no like in 1900s no how the workplace would have been, the industry would have been. Say example no like a shipbuilding industry, or take a shipbuilding no like play a yard, or take no like a supply chain depot, or a warehouse depot, or no like a transportation no like dock. So take in any industry for that matter, you might have should be no like imagining where there are no like there is a no like dynamic movement of no like men and materials. So it was the initial stage, and no like everything was no like completely in chaos because there was no standardization happening. But right now, because of no like with the use of technology, and because with the use of no like many principles, and following few no like protocols, and adapting to the new technology, now the industrial operations have streamlined. It has not like the managing the industrial operations have become no like little more like uh, little more it was no like beneficial, because it was no like very difficult in those times, because there was no like lack of knowledge how to go with the things, how to go with the technology. So they don't even know what a technology is. So for them, machines are the new technology. By seeing the operating machines no which is producing no like the products on a bulk basis, so for them that is the technology. But now we are even thinking about no like implementing AI in those machineries. So that is a technology for us right now, and we don't know what is going to happen no the future of the industry in another no like 25 to 30 years. So that will be no something else completely different. So it is completely changing the industrial no the aspects. The industry is no like completely transforming no like as the years pass by. So first, let's understand the difference between the classical versus modern management in running the industry. So the classical management DNA. So what runs the classical management is top to down control. That is the bosses, no like gives out the rules and regulations, and the workers have to know like do don't comply with those rules and regulations without asking any questions. So strictly the hierarchy was followed, and standardizations, there was the same process everywhere and every time. There was no change, there was no agile thing happening. So there was no like adapting to the market changes, so that was not happening because everywhere the standardization was the same. Then hierarchy, there was a chain of command, so the operational worker couldn't question or no suggest any feedback or suggest any idea to the like the other levels of management. So strict chain of command was followed. Efficiency focus, get maximum output with minimum input, that was followed because everyone was no focusing on the output. They didn't care about no like the working conditions, they didn't care about the workers ability to perform a task, so nothing was taken into consideration. So all the consideration was no like concentrated towards the final output. And mechanical view, organizations work like well oiled machines. They just know like work like no like machines, and they made the workers laborers work like machines. They were treated as machines. There was no human impact, there was no human empathy no in those days. So this was happening no in the uh, olden days. Now let's see no like what are all the classical management principles which was no like forwarded by few scholars. The first one was Frederick Taylor. So what he proposed was, there is one best way to do every job, which is completely conventional. And the method he proposed was break jobs into tiny parts, time each part, and eliminate the waste. This was something new, but no, like this is for no, like again, no, this was not standardized by that time. No, like not one, not it was not like followed maybe no, like maybe one or two industries, but not in all the industries. Legacy, scientific management, treating work like a math problem. So work involves no like human skills, human behavior, human attitude. So that human concept concept was not taken into consideration because the humans know who were working towards the output, they were seen as machines. So the legacy was missing there. And reality check, workers felt like machines, but productivity soared. Productivity was happening, more output, like was happening. The workers were able to work day and night, to give the outputs demanded by their demanded by their superiors, but they were felt like machines. No, there was no human impact there. There was no a human aspect there. So this was happening, in those olden days, and this was the idea which was proposed by Frederick Taylor, and the consequences were these. Then came Henry Foyle. So these things you have to remember because these were the persons who proposed many managerial principles in industrial operations. Then came Henry Foyle. So he was a management architect. So he slowly tried to transform, from the classical way to the modern way. So the big idea was management has universal principles that work everywhere. So famous 14 principles was proposed by him, starting from unity of command, division of work, discipline, and everything. And the foundation of modern management theory was laid by Henry Foyle. That's why he was called modern management, father of modern management and modern principles. So what was the impact? Still taught in business schools worldwide. Still we study about these principles. Then came Max Weber. So he was a bureaucracy builder. So what was his idea? Organizations need clear rules, hierarchy, and procedures. So this was again, some kind of a conventional way of doing things. So what was his vision? Why did he propose this idea? Was rational, efficient systems based on expertise, not favoritism. So instead of giving favoritism, based on the expertise of the workers, based on the expertise of the laborers, so efficient systems were built on that. Then modern corporate structures and government agencies were made to involve in this concept and created efficiency but also red tape. So why red tape? Because strict hierarchy was followed. So wherever you are following a strict hierarchy in communication or in any business exchange for that matter, so there will not be a freedom to communicate. There will not be a freedom to come up with new ideas. So that's why it caused a red tape. Now coming to modern management. So what happened afterwards? After these scholars have given their proposals and they have passed away. So what happened after 1970s or 1980s? So then came the shocking discovery that workers aren't machines anymore. They are humans with feelings, motivations, and creative potential. So it is the best of the company to identify the creative potential in each and every human, uh, who was working for that organization, and try to exert that creative potential for the benefit of the organization. So because of the worker, not only the company grows, but the worker also grows along with the company. So this was the game changer theory. So the modern principles, modern management principles were proposed by another 2 3 scholars. So first one was Elton Mayo. So what was the study about? Hawthorne experiments revealed that attention improves performance. That is, when you give attention to a employee, each and every employee, focusing on their uh, their creative abilities, focusing on their skills, and encouraging them, giving them proper training. So that increased the efficiency, the overall efficiency, and the overall performance. So that has improved, and it was a turning point. And revolutionary insight was social factors matter more than physical conditions. The other social factors, other than the salary part, other than the wages part, what benefits the organization, the industry is providing towards laborers and workers. So social factors. Then the birth of human relations movement, that started from Elton Mayo's concept. Then is Douglas McGregor. So he was a motivation translator. So he came with the theory X, theory Y principle. So according to him, theory X is people hate work and need constant supervision. And theory Y is people want to contribute and can self-direct. There are two kinds of people working in the industry. So you have to identify them, differentiate them. And for people who want to contribute and can self-direct, so you don't have to spend more time on them, training them. All you have to do is provide them with no like necessary resources and no like encourage them, motivate them then and there, and everything would be running smooth. But theory X, no, people belong to this category, have to be taken care. There is no like more time has to be dedicated to train, to motivate, to encourage these employees so that you can make them know like get committed towards their work, get committed towards the organization. And what was the impact of this no like proposal? Changed how managers view employee motivation. So initially in olden days, the managers, the like the owners of the industry, owners of the company, they were thinking that so as the salary is being paid, as the no like the wages are being paid, so that is the only motivation for these no like workers. No, that is not it. So motivation, it no applies to everything, the social factors, the like the other physical and no emotional factors connected with the each and every employee. So that was a great impact. And finally, Peter Drucker, he was no the management guru. And what was his idea? Management by objectives, knowledge workers, and innovation. That was his idea. That is, management by objectives is not only the management and not only the workers. So they both have to join hands together, formulate ideas together, formulate the regulations together. So create no like all the no like like all the setting the objectives or setting the goals. So everything has to be like done by both of them. That is both by the management and by the workers. They both have to join hands to and set the goal, set the objective no for the organization, and they have to collaborate with each other, share the resources, and no like properly communicate with each other so that no both can no attain the organizational goals and both can grow along with the company. So this was the idea proposed by Peter Drucker through management by objectives, which is otherwise called MBO. So what was his famous quote? The purpose of business is to create a customer. Then came the customer centralization. So previously it was profit centralization. So make more output and like sell more to the customers. Never mind whether the customer likes it or not. Never mind whether the customer receives the product early or not. Don't mind at all. No, whether the customer is okay with the product or not. Never mind about the feedback about the customers. So that was the concept. That was the thing. No, like which was followed. No, in earlier days. But now everything is customer centric. Everything is no like customer based. So customer is the king and the queen, of course. So the purpose of business is to create a customer. And what was the legacy? Modern strategic management thinking was the legacy. Now, coming to modern management DNA, so completely it is focused towards employee engagement, flexible structures, innovation focus, systems thinking, and customer centricity. Employee engagement is if it is a happy workplace, the workers will be happy, the employees will be happy, and they can give more productivity. Flexible structures adapt to changing environment, make it agile, make it more no like flexible, adapt to the no external environment no. So as soon as possible so that no the company, the product will not no face a decline. Innovation focus, continuous improvement and creativity. Keep on creating something new. Keep on going on with no something new. So a newer version of the product, a completely no like a better version of the old product. So keep on no innovating and no give it to the cater the customers. Systems thinking, everything connects to everything else. So there should be a network connection, no, which should be happening, not the hierarchical connection. Whether if there is a hierarchical connection, so everything would be no so rigid, but only through network connection between the employees, between the management, between the all levels of the management, so things can be no like so smooth. Then customer centricity, outside in perspectives drives decisions. So now we can know like clearly see the know the exact difference between classical management concepts and the modern management concepts. So from the view of workers, classical management is interchangeable parts and modern management is valuable assets with unique talents. So workers, they are considered as interchangeable parts. So in olden days, if a worker is not performing well, immediately, the worker would be punished or sacked, and a new worker will be engaged in for that particular skill. But now in modern management industries, companies cannot do that thing. So if a worker is not performing well, not up to the mark, so a proper investigation has to happen from the management side. Why the worker is not performing, what is the problem, whether enough resources has been provided to the worker, enough training has been provided to the worker, whether the workers has been given like enough time to learn the concept, learn the skill, learn the technology, and like what is the problem for the worker while executing the like all the learnings, whatever he or she has got, and what is the like the mind aspect of the worker. So everything, customer, that is the worker centric. So workers are considered as the valuable assets to the company. That's why wherever there is a like high turnover of employees, the company cannot like prolong for a long time. It's very difficult for the company to stand in the industry. Then comes decision making. In classical management, top executives only takes the decisions. The other level management, whether it's tactical management or the operational management employees, they are not involved in decision making. But in modern management concept, decision making is distributed throughout the organization. So even the worker level, that is the labor level, no, they can also take part in the decision making. They have to take part because uh, the work, they know the work. They are the main contributors for the profit of the organization. So if there is a manufacturing company manufacturing the product, that is the main contribution to the company's profit. So who is doing the manufacturing? The workers does the manufacturing. The top management doesn't do the manufacturing. All they do is provide the enough resources. But who is doing the task? Who is performing the skill? It's the workers. So they are more important in decision making. Then comes the change approach. So resistant control, that was a change approach. There was no acceptance of the change in olden days. The external changes was not taken into consideration. So customers know like expectations, customers know like their wishes, or know like how they want to use the product or what type of product they want to use. So that was not taken into consideration because the customer's feedback was not sought. But now because of modern management principles, feedback or no like got from the customers. So the customer's pulse can be understood at any point of time, and accordingly the company can embrace the new change, adapt to new change, and provide the best product which is decided by the customer. Then comes the success metric, efficiency and output. That is completely mechanical. That was a success metric followed by the classical management industries, and modern management, no, like industries, they focused on, for them, what the success is: effectiveness and value creation. And then communication, it was one way, which is downward because strict hierarchy was followed. And in modern management, the communication is multi-directional and collaborative, and a clear system is followed. Then coming to the structure, the whole company structure, it followed a rigid hierarchy. The old management, the old classical management, it followed a rigid hierarchy. But in new modern management, flexible network allows the structure to communicate between any channels of the organization, from top to directly to the bottom, and from bottom directly to the top, without the involvement of the middle management employees. So coming to organizational structures, the first one is the pyramid structure, that is strictly following the hierarchical mode. So that would be the top contributor to the organization, that is the founder of the organization or the CEO, head of the operations. So that person would be, like topping in the hierarchical model. So under him or under her, the other middle level management employees will be working. That is vice president of sales or vice president of operations. And then under them, no regional managers, plant managers, other departmental managers will be functioning. And under these departmental managers, supervisors, team leaders, no, they will be functioning. And under those supervisors and team leaders, so workers will be functioning. So this is the traditional hierarchical structure. So it's called as pyramid model. So when this pyramid model, like it shines, it means when it is, like successfully integrated, where it is integrated in large stable industries, clearly accountability is needed here. So that's why strict hierarchy is followed. Standardized operations can be made and crisis situations requiring quick decisions, because this quick decision has to be taken by the CEO, that is a top management. If at all you're involving the worker level management in decision making, yes, you can make them know, like take part, but decision making would not be a quick concept. You have to take some time to take the decision, because all almost know, like all the parties are involved here, all the levels of management is involved here, right? So quick decisions is not possible when there is a network decision making. But in hierarchical decision making, quick decisions are possible in crisis situations. So when it struggles, what happens? Fast changing markets and creative industries, need for innovation, customer facing roles. When these concepts are followed, then hierarchical model, no, it's not going to work anymore. You have to slowly shift on to the network model of the management. So hierarchical management, no, like it prohibits it, no, like stops from, no, like changing, stops the management from changing, stops the industry from changing to a something new. But when you're following a network model, taking consideration into the fast changing markets and creative industries, the need for innovation, customer facing roles, obviously you have to slowly shift to the networking modules. Now this is a network, no, like management module, which is no, like team connected directly to the customers. Cross-functional collaboration is there, and minimal management layers are there. So when it shines, tech companies and startups, no, so yes, they come up with this modern management principles where network management is happening. Creative and consulting firms, rapid innovation needed industries, no, they follow this network model. And customer service focused industries, no, they follow this network model. So the real world example is Spotify's squad model has small autonomous teams that act like mini startups within the larger company. Thus, you can even find, guys, please mute your audio if you are not.
Sending, receiving, sending. Thank you.
Mr. Ashik Shahjahan, please mute your audio. And Ms. Rajeshwari, please mute your audio. Okay, fine, good. So make sure, guys, all the participants, learners, please make sure that you're muting your audio, because the background noise, it unnecessarily disturbs the session. Okay. So Spotify squad model had small autonomous teams that act like mini startups within the larger company. So same no, like principle is being followed by many no, like companies, especially IT industries. So you can see in IT sector, no, like there are small project teams, no, who works, no, like which works autonomously. That is, no, they have their own workplace. They hire for themselves, and know, like they fix a salary by themselves. They don't have to know, like check with the top management of the company for all these matters. They can know, like go on with know, like hiring and know, like controlling entire operations autonomously. So this is where the network model, no, it no, like really works. And then is the hybrid model, that is a matrix structure. So why hybrid model is followed completely depends on the decision making process. So wherever the operations needs quick decisions, you have to follow the hierarchy model. And wherever like the decisions can take some time to be implemented, there is enough time to take decision, and you want everyone to like take participate in decision making, then you can go with the network model. So it depends on the situation. If there is a crisis situation, so decisions has to be taken immediately and executed. So there you have to follow the hierarchical model. But decision making can like wait for some time. So you want everyone to collaborate, coordinate in the decision making, then you have to go with the network model. So how it works, how the hybrid model works. Employees report to both functional managers and product managers, and the challenge is who's really the boss. The best opportunity here is deep expertise and market focus. So the holocracy. So this is the like few emerging structures in the hybrid model. So holocracy is there is no traditional managers, just roles and circles. Though there is a managerial position, you don't have to treat that person as a manager. He is or she is also one among your team. So they are also one of the team players, team member. So you don't have to strictly follow the rigid hierarchy here. So that is a holocracy principle. So example is Zappo experimented with this. And the network organization. The next one is network organization in hybrid model. So partnerships and alliances create value. For example, Nike focuses on designing and marketing while partners handle manufacturing. So they handle the manufacturing. That is the manufacturing part that has been outsourced, so that the partners do that thing. So the main players in this company, Nike company, they can focus on design and marketing. So they don't have to like worry about the manufacturing, because that is being outsourced to their partners, to their clients. So they will take care of the manufacturing. So this is a network organization model. And the final one is the platform model in hybrid, orchestrating ecosystems of value creation. That is Amazon connecting sellers, buyers, and service providers through technology like CRM or ERP. Through technology, to the software, they connect sellers, buyers, and like the service providers. So there's a platform mode. So everyone is connected with everyone. That is the difference between network and the platform model is in network, everyone within the organization is connected, and the platform model is the organization connects with the stakeholders as well, customers as well. That is the difference. So this is a hybrid model. So this the organizations, the industry can follow depending on the situation, depending on the current environment. So let's see about the 4 pillars of management framework. First one is planning. So what really is deciding what to do, how you do it. So that is not like planning. The planning hierarchy is first is strategic planning, then comes the tactical planning, and then is operational planning. So all these like planning strategies is done by the concerned employees or concerned participants in the organization. And who does a strategic planning? We all know very well it is done by the top management. Tactical planning, it is done by the middle management, and operational planning is done by the workers management. So strategic planning, like where to do we want to be in 5 to 10 years, whether we want to merge our company with another company, whether we have to acquire another company or another agency, or how much we are going to budget or spend for the next season. And all these will be taken, all these decisions will be taken in the strategic planning. So it is done by the top management. Tactical planning by all the departmental managers. So what major project will get us there, how to do it, how to go with it, how to plan this. So this is done by the tactical planning managers, and operational planning is what do we do to tomorrow morning, how many workers has to be engaged, it is no like who are going to be in the no like the particular no like work area, so how many missionaries has to function tomorrow, so all these are operational planning, so that is done by the workers management. So modern planning tools helps with no like planning it. So scenario planning, what if autonomous vehicles takes over? And agile planning is plan, test, learn, adapt, and repeat. Design thinking is start with customer needs, work backward. So these modern planning tools are no replacing the older planning hierarchy. So scenario planning, replacing the strategic planning, agile planning, replacing the tactical planning, and design thinking, replace operational planning. So that is how no the conventional principles no like change with the does no like differentiate with the modern principles. So this is a real success story of Amazon. So it's planning for cloud computing in 2002 seemed crazy when it no like had an idea. It seemed crazy because no like many of them didn't know how to what extent no it will work out. Then they were a bookstore, but now Jeff Bezos saw the future need for scalable computing power. So that is the no like the best example no you can give for the modern planning tools. So Jeff Bezos no like he's no like he did a scenario planning, that is no like what if no like future is controlled by technology, so we have to go with the technology for no like selling our products, we have to adapt to the no like technology based selling products. Then he thought about this agile planning, plan, test, learn, adapt, and repeat. And that's why no Amazon has been no big hit no like now. And design thinking, start with customers needs, that is no like Jeff Bezos thought about the customers, because customers they want the product no at the comfort of their home, they want to sit relax at their home, and they want the products to be delivered at their hand no, they don't want to know like go out compare the price and know like go from store to store and then comparing the product, comparing the price, comparing the quality, and then take the decision and then know like buying the product. No, customers know they want no like more relaxation, they want to buy the product, they want to check the product, they want to compare the product no at the ease of no like sitting at their home. So that's what is design thinking. Jeff Bezos thought about it, and that's how no like Amazon success story is all about. So second is, that is the first one was planning, and the second pillar is organizing. So arranging people and resources so that no the main activity, that is the main task is done. So key organization decisions is no like specialization, centralization, and formalization. So specialization is, should one person do many things or many people do one thing? So that is no specialization. So you have to decide on that. And then comes the centralization, who makes the decision? Whether it's the top management or mid management, or no like they both combine together and come up with a decision, or should the worker management be also no involved in this decision making process? So who makes the decisions? Then formalization is, do we need detailed procedures or general guidelines, or it's going to be different for different levels of management? That is formalization. That is for example no like the time no like the the hours of working no for an employee in an organization, is it going to be the same, everyone no it follows the same time like check-in time and check-out time? Usually that doesn't happen, right? So middle management and operational management, so they will be no like working on time, that is for 8 hours a day or 9 hours a day, checking in time, checking on time, and checking out no like on time. So but top management is exceptional to this case, they don't have to maintain no like the check-in time and check-out time, anytime they can no come into the organization, anytime they can go. So they don't have a particular time interval no to take care of these no like their own activities. So is that going to be happening, or formalization for all the employees? So that is another decision to be taken in organizing. So the organizing evolution, how it happens. started from the traditional job and the departmental wise job and division wise job, and the company's modern skills job. So sorry, then the company and the modern evolution was modern organizing skills. Modern organizing evolution happened from skills to teams, from teams to project, and from projects to outcomes. Organizing superpowers, cross-functional teams, that is marketing, engineering, and designing team. If they contribute together, collaborate with each other, and there happens the innovation. Then centers of excellence spread the best practices across the organization and share the services. Why have 10 HR departments when one world-class team can serve everyone? So this is to cut down the cost and cut down the time. So these are the new organizing principles. So in olden days, everything was concentrated towards the the job, the output, the number of units which has been manufactured and which has been sold, and how much profit has been gained. So this was a traditional approach to organizing. But modern approaches, like focusing on the skills of each and every employee, the team building, the project outcome, adapting to new technology, and finally the quality outcome. So this was concentrated in the modern organizing skills. And third one is the leading. So what leadership really is, that is getting people excited about doing things they didn't know they wanted to do. So that is what is called leadership. So how the leadership has evolved, from past days to the modern days. Traditional leadership, it's completely concepted under command and control, and the position-based authority was followed. That is, do what I say because I'm the boss concept, and it completely focused on compliance. That is, the employees were made to stick on rules and regulations of strict pace. So if at all they are deviating from it, punishments were given. They were sacked out of their jobs without any information or intimation, prior intimation, and their salaries, their wages have been cut down. So that's how the industry punished those employees who failed to adhere to uh, it was not like a of the leader leading the whole team, that it is making the whole team grow along with the organization. Sorry, there was again a connection interruption. I'm going to share it again. Okay, so we have come here so far. Is this presentation visible? Because I have shared it again.
No, it's
Just
not.
give me an acknowledgement whether it's visible.
No, it's not visible.
It's not visible. So I'll share it once again. So power disruptions are happening here. That's why it's taking little time.
It's okay now.
How about now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. So we are going to see about the fourth one. Okay, before that, there are few leadership styles in different situations. Let's have a quick glance about it. Then we will move on to the fourth, principle, which is controlling. Okay, so what are the different leadership styles? We have discussed all about this, but anyhow, I want to highlight it one more time. Directive leadership, that is autocratic leadership, authoritative direct leadership. So perfect for prizes on new employees. So supportive leadership, it can be followed when no there is a great for capable but unmotivated teams are present. So supportive kind of leadership can be followed. And where to follow participative leadership, it is ideal for expert teams tackling complex problems. And where to follow achievement oriented leadership, so it is followed where best for ambitious and skilled professionals. It is no like you just don't have no like a team of no like employees or members who are no like fresh, but they are already skilled, they are professionals already. So in that case you can follow a achievement oriented leadership. So they want, you can make them achieve so that that achievements no contributes to the direct success of the organization. So that kind of leadership can be followed. So the leadership secret sauce is emotional intelligence. So you have to use your emotional intelligence. So there has to be a self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and social skills. And a person who follows this will become a good leader for his team members. Finally, controlling. The final principle is controlling. So what is controlling? That is micromanaging every detail. That is what it is, making sure we are on track to achieve our goals. So that is controlling. So the control process evolution, how it has evolved from olden days to modern days. Traditional control, reactive and punitive. That is no like punishments would be given, right? Like as I said, no, like if a worker is not performing or has been no like on leave or has not turned to work no on that particular day, immediately the worker would be punished by no like sacking the worker or no cutting down the wages of the worker. So it was the traditional concept. So set standards, no, already the standards are set, and no, the employees, the workers are no like forced to follow those standards, no, like without questioning. And performance was measured, no, on the basis of no like number of output each and every worker gave, and punish deviations were happening. But in modern control, it is completely proactive and developmental. So setting inspiring goals together, that is no like collaborating with the workers, no like coordinating with the workers. So goals or no like set up and monitor progress continuously. So a worker's progress is monitored, and whenever the worker is no like deviated or no like not up to the mark, so like why the worker was not like performing, so that has to be like identified, analyzed, and like training or like enough resources has to be provided to the worker. And in case even if the worker is not like even after providing all these resources, the worker is not able to complete the job, maybe that particular skill is lacking in that worker, but the worker may be skilled in some other work. So you have to identify that, and you have to make the worker perform that task in which that worker is skilled. You shouldn't be forced, you should be forcing the to perform a task where that person is unskilled. So adjust the course as needed and celebrate achievements and learn from setbacks. So wherever there is an achievement, you have to celebrate. That is identify and encourage the worker through recognizing any kind of recognition, and you have to learn from the setbacks. So these are the modern control principles. So types of control that actually work. Feed-forward control. So these control prevent problems before even it happens. So example is quality check on incoming materials. Second is concurrent control. That is fix issues in real time. So go on with the work. So whenever there is an issue, fix the issue at that time. So concurrent control. So example is live dashboards metric. So if you, when you're viewing the dashboards, immediately you can identify if there is any deviation in the production metric, and immediately you can attend to that. The third type of control is feedback control. Learn from results to improve next time. So example is post-project reviews and lessons learned. So identify the analysis and no communicate the team. This mistake or this error will not happen again, and there will be no like learning new concepts and principles. The control revolution from inspection to intelligence. So in olden days, it was completely inspection and invigilating, uh, like seeing each and every no like work and each and every task no in a microscopic view no like trying to uh, identify errors, but modern principle is no like completely no like referring to intelligence. That is, if at all error is identified, invigilate why that has happened, why that error has happened. So what was the cause, whether the no like, the reason can be no like changed, or whether the no it can be rectified, and no it can be done again. So traditional control was like having a teacher who only gave you your grade at the end of the semester. But modern control is like having a coach who gives you real time feedback to help you improve your performance. Now, if you combine all together the olden principles, the conventional principles, and the modern principles, the integrated management principle system can be followed. So, how real world integration no like can be followed. So, for example, Tesla's approach. So what they do is planning, organizing, leading, controlling in different ways. That is planning. Elon Musk vision for sustainable transport. So that's not like planning in advance. Organizing, vertical integration from batteries to software. It all started with no production of batteries. Now they are the lead providers of the software and software related technologies. Then leading, inspiring employees to believe they are saving the world. So that's what Elon Musk thinking is all about, right? Like he is going to be the savior of the world. That's why no, he is no focusing more towards no like migrating no like the humans no from Earth to no some other planet, right? So inspiring the employees to believe no they are going to save the world, to give the best solution for any crisis. And finally, controlling continuous iteration based on customer feedback and data. Not controlling based on a worker's, no, like or the employee's task at the end of the day or at the end of the month, but it is not completely based on the customer feedback and data. A modern manager's dilemma. So a modern manager would be confused whether to go with no like old principles, old method of no like planning, controlling, leading, and everything, or to go with the newer principle of no like planning, controlling, organizing, and leading. So when to choose what? So today's industrial managers must master the paradoxes. That is no like be efficient and innovative. Is it possible to be efficient as well as innovative? Yes, it is possible. Follow processes and adapt quickly. Lead people and manage systems. Think globally and act locally. Embrace technology and stay human. So all these are paradoxes. Yes, of course, both doesn't align with no like each other, but it can be no like made like streamlined. That is not like it can be made uh, equal to each other. So both can be followed at a time. Both can be followed, no, both can be synchronized, no, in all the managerial activities and no, like industrial operations. Being efficient and being innovative, yes, it can happen. So efficiency is no like done. Efficiency is no like made possible by making use of each and every resources no to its optimization. And innovative, that can also happen by asking the feedback no from the workers, from each and every employee, making them know like so participative in the operations, getting feedback from the customers. So based on this you can be very innovative as well. Think in advance, think know what will happen in next not in 5 years or 10 years, but think so much advance, know what is going to be the trend next 25 years or 50 years, and know you have to act accordingly. Then follow the process and adapt quickly. You have to follow few processes, few conventional processes, yes, of course, but at the same time, you should be ready to adapt to the external changes as well. Lead people and manage the systems. People and systems both are important for the organization, both are important for the industry. You cannot run an industry company nowadays, no, just with people or just with the systems, only with people or only with systems. You have to integrate both of them. You have to integrate people as well as the systems. That is a process. Think globally and act locally, because nowadays the local market is being taken to the global market, and global market comes to our local market, right? You can know like easily know like produce and sell any product which is know like manufactured locally to an international market. Easily it can be done. It's not like the olden days. And international market, international brands and products are easily available in the local markets. So think global and act local. Embrace technology and stay human. So you have to know like embrace the technology, go for automations and everything, but at the same time you need to have human impact, human aspect in the industry, human aspect in each and every process as well. So what is the future of like this industrial management? So emerging trends reshapes everything from artificial intelligence, remote working conditions. Nowadays, you don't have to go to the like the building, that is the office building, and like then work, then give your like produce and everything. You have to know you can sit at your home or sit at the like your best, your convenient place, and work for the company. Remote working options are there. Sustainability is followed, reuse, recycle, and like don't waste the resources. Purpose driven work is like there, not the profit driven work but the purpose driven work. Continuous learning is happening, that is each and every employee, whichever management level they belong to, they have to like learn is like get to know about the newer things like happening in the external environment. So that's how they can like stay in the long run in the industry. The skills like what the managers need, what the tomorrow's managers need is technical skills, that is understanding digital tools and data. Human skills, showing empathy, having good communication, and having a good cultural intelligence. Conceptual skills, that is systems thinking, strategic planning, and innovation. And finally, adaptive skills, that is learning agility, resilience, and ambiguity tolerance. So adaptive skills and conceptual skills, human skills, technical skills. If all integrated together, if all like collaborated together, within a human, so that human, that individual can become a successful manager. So what are all the key takeaways? People are your most important asset, whichever like whatever type of company or industry you're in with. So they are the important asset, not the machineries, not the raw materials, not the products, not the like not the like not even the money, but people. They are the most important asset. So even if you're not completely running your organization with complete automation, whom you're going to serve? It's the people, right? So your product has to go to the people. The technology has to go to the people. The information has to go to the people. So it's always going to be people centric. So treat them accordingly. Then structure should follow the strategy. So organize to achieve your goals. There should be structure as well as you should follow the strategy. Leadership is not about influencing your subordinates, but like not it's about influencing and not like showing authority to your subordinates. Control is about learning, not punishment, and management is both art as well as science, that is blending the analytics with intuition. So the success formula here to run like the best like management driven company is vision plus structure plus people plus execution. So that gives the result, plus organizing, thus leading and controlling, and that gives the overall success of the organization. That is the vision, why the organization exists, the structure. So what are all the like the aspects in the organization? whether it is no like a hierarchical aspect or a networkial aspect or a no like hybrid aspect. So what structure, on what structure based no the company is running, and the people working in the organization, or if it is a completely automated organization, so who are the people no who's going to get this no like from the organization, that is the target audience. And finally the execution, how no the results are being given. So we have come to the no like end of this first session of industrial management. So I'll give you a quick glance of no like what we have gone through. We have seen about the foundational concepts of management, how revolution, industrial revolution, no like made the the change happening from no from the olden management principles of running the industry to the new management principles. We have seen the difference between classical and modern management. Classical, it focused on the hierarchical model, and modern, it focused on the networkial model. And the future of the management, no industry management, it's going to be the hybrid model. And we have seen no the theories and the ideas proposed by classical no like scholars as well as the modern scholars. And we have seen no like different types of organizational structures. Hierarchical model is a no like traditional structure. Network model is a no like the modern structure, and the hybrid model is going to be the future structure. And we have seen the four pillars of management, that is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, and how it has evolved from the olden days to modern days. And what should the manager to do no like for the no like future of the organization, how the manager no who manages everything has to know like transform themselves and know like adapt themselves no to the external changes, so that they can no like join hands with the team members. They can become a team member, one among them, not just being autocratic no like in the team. And they can become one among them and no like work towards the success of the organization. So till here I'll stop. Maybe no we can see more concepts no if we have one more session. So I'll stay here for no like 2 to 3 more minutes. You can ask your doubts if you have. And sorry for the interruption in between because of no like network disruption. There is no electricity here for past say 1.5 hours, so that's why.
I'm sorry. Revolving door again, they bind it like that.
You asked me a question, sorry. I didn't get you. Okay, so if you have any questions, please ask, or you can just post it in the chat box. I'll be here for next 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so Zakria has asked, can we consider risk management and core contingency planning in planning stage? Of course you have to. So while planning for no like the activities, no whatever you're planning to do, no like that is the basic activity, the basic work of the organization. So obviously risk no has to be like discussed. You have to consider the risk involved in those activities, no like whatever it is, whether it's no like sales or marketing or production or warehousing or procurement or storage or advertising, whatever it is, no budgeting, you have to consider the risk as well. Yeah, contingency planning, yes, of course you have to do. Why? Because no like planning, no like getting ready for the risk is no like more important factor, no uh, while you're running an organization. So if you're not planning the risk, no if you're not ready for the risk, no what happens is you just go on with the flow and suddenly the risk happens. You will not be knowing what to do next, what should be the first step no you have to take no if you're encountering a risk. So that's why no you have to plan for the risk also, like what happens if what to do if, so this if question, no, it has to be discussed in the earlier stage of planning itself. Yes, got it? So any other question?
Okay, okay.
Okay. So in that case, we can end this session for today. I'll meet you in another session. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.